We have breaking news here on Steelers Talk as the Pittsburgh Steelers have traded a 5th-round pick in exchange for Jets wide receiver Mike Williams to bolster their wide receiver room. After months of speculation, this is the move that Omar Khan has made. Now, before we get into this move, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on it, why I think it's a good move for the Steelers, and why I think it does slightly increase the chances of the Steelers winning a Super Bowl this year. Make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already, because when breaking news happens, we give you guys breaking news coverage for free right here on the channel. So if you haven't joined the family here at Steelers Talk already, make sure you guys click that subscribe button right now to never miss a big move. Okay, so this is the trade compensation. Mike Williams is becoming a Pittsburgh Steeler here in exchange for a 2025 5th-round pick. Now, the speculation around Williams was that it was going to be more of a conditional 6, maybe a 7th-round pick. It ends up being more than that here at a 5th-round pick. And, what's interesting about Mike Williams is that the Steelers, this was their original plan back in the offseason. They really wanted to pursue Mike Williams in free agency, and they even had a visit scheduled for him to visit Pittsburgh, and they were planning on signing him during that visit, but he had a visit with the Jets before, and he ended up signing with Aaron Rodgers and New York before the Steelers even got a chance to make their pitch. Now, midway through the season here, the Steelers have an opportunity to get him on before the trade deadline, and they felt like giving up a 5th-round draft pick was worth getting this big body, deep threat receiver was worth it for this Steelers offense as they look to pursue their 7th Lombardi trophy in team history. So let me know down there in the comment section for today's pinned comment, what is your one-word reaction to this move? Mike Williams is officially a Pittsburgh Steeler. He will join George Pickens and Calvin Austin III as the starting rotation at receiver for the rest of the season. Let me know what you guys are thinking down there in the comment section for today's pinned comment. YouTube's going to throw an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. When that happens, take advantage of that time by answering today's pinned question. My one-word reaction is fit, all right? You guys have been hearing me talk about Mike Williams on this show for weeks, talking about how Mike Williams has a limited skill set. He's not a separator. He's not a route running technician, all these different things. But what he does fits what the Steelers want, and that's why the Steelers pursued him as much as they did during free agency. He is a guy that gets down the field. He is a vertical threat down the sideline as an ex-receiver that makes tough catches in 50-50 ball situations. So having a guy on either side of the formation, and Mike Williams and George Pickens, both guys can go up and make those tough catches for Russell Wilson's moon balls, is going to be something that is a key part of this Steelers offense, and it really does fit what the Steelers want to do. Also, it allows George Pickens to play at Z and in the slot more often, which makes this passing attack more versatile and allows us to use the dynamic talent of George Pickens in more versatile ways. Now, before I get into the rest of my instant analysis here of this huge trade for the Pittsburgh Steelers, let's have a word from our sponsor here at GameTime. And if you guys want to go see more Steelers games this year, if you want to see Mike Williams in action, catching those 50-50 balls from Russell Wilson this year, catching those touchdown passes in the red zone, you guys can download the GameTime app today. And GameTime is the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets for the sports, music, comedy, and theater in your area. And folks, we all know that experiencing a sporting event, especially a football game, and especially a Steelers football game, live is unlike anything you can get from watching the game on your couch. Use GameTime Picks, a brand new feature on the free GameTime app, to filter out the fluff, to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets on a bunch of different ticketing sites. This is how you use GameTime Picks, guys. You download the GameTime app, you find an event you want to go see, you select the GameTime Picks button at the top of your screen, and it automatically filters through their entire database of tickets to find you the best prices with the best views, with the best deals for you and your family. And what I love about using the GameTime app is you get the lowest price guarantee on any ticket to any event, so you don't have to worry about finding tickets at better prices on other ticketing apps. It's the lowest price guarantee on GameTime. Also, you get all-in transparent pricing right up front, so you don't get slapped with a crazy fee at checkout. And you also get flash deals, so you can get even cheaper tickets the closer you wait to game time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time today. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS. That's one word, all caps, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. You can create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Now, I know this is going to be a contentious kind of move for the Steelers, trading a 5th-round pick for somebody that only has 12 catches for 166 yards and no touchdowns to begin this season. But something you got to keep in mind with Mike Williams, and specifically in the New York Jets offense. Mike was dealing with rehab, kind of coming back from that ACL tear he had in Los Angeles last year. And Aaron Rodgers, if you know anything about Aaron Rodgers, he really struggles with new receivers because he hasn't developed trust and chemistry with those receivers. So Mike Williams didn't have this offseason to build any chemistry with Aaron Rodgers. And for me, that is personally the reason why Mike Williams' numbers have not been as good to start this year. But you look at his numbers throughout his career, man, what he is known for is big plays down the field. You guys can see that in his average yards per reception consistently over a 1st down per catch. And the reason why that is because he's going down the sideline, and when there's opportunities to throw him the ball deep, Justin Herbert did a really good job getting him the football, and guess who's going to be able to do that as well as one of the best deep ball passers in the National Football League? That would be Russell Wilson with some of the best deep balls that Mike Williams is going to see in his entire career. This is what your wide receiver depth chart is going to look like here. When it comes to the outside receivers, George Pickens is still going to be your number 1 guy, and then Mike Williams is going to be playing more of a true X, where he's just going to be pretty much running verticals, slants, maybe some ins. He's going to have a more limited route tree, but that's going to allow George Pickens to do more things. You can put George in the slot more often. You can put him at Z. You can have George really expand the route tree that we know he's capable of running. He's really improved his route running since entering the National Football League. He's great after the catch as well. So Pickens becomes that versatile route running piece. And then Calvin Austin III in the slot has really been impressive this year to me, man. He is a legit starting wide receiver in this league. He creates a bunch of separation, and he's great after the catch as well. So I really, really like this trio of wide receivers for what the Steelers want to do on offense this year. Remember, this Steelers offense is predicated on a bruising run game with Najee Harris, Jaylen Warren, and Cordero Patterson, followed up by the play-action passing game deep down the field to guys like Pickens, now to guys like Williams, Calvin Austin III when he gets open, utilizing Russell Wilson's big-time throwing ability down the field. And I think Mike Williams absolutely is a fit for what the Steelers are trying to do. Could you make an argument that they should have traded a 6th or a 7th round pick instead of a 5th? Yes, I think that the price tag is a little bit rich for my blood, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to win a Super Bowl and you think Mike Williams can help you do that, this is absolutely a move that I think inches the Steelers closer to a Super Bowl championship. Now, I will make the case here that Mike Williams is actually the 3rd best receiver on the Steelers wide receiving core. George Pickens is obviously number 1. I think Calvin Austin III has really proven himself on tape this year as a legit route running presence to go along with his deep threat ability and his ability to make plays after the catch. And Mike Williams has the most limited skill set, but he fits with the Russell Wilson deep ball offense that the Steelers are attempting to run right now here in Pittsburgh. And later in the season, man, when you're throwing up these deep balls in the red zone down the sideline, I think Mike Williams is going to be able to be much more productive here in Pittsburgh than he ever could have been with the New York Jets. So it's back to school here, man. Red pen time. Grade the move for me. I know there's going to be a lot of different opinions on this, okay? Because, I understand the reasonings why people maybe don't like this trade, right? But let me know what you guys think down there in the comments section. Give me an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F. 5th round pick in exchange for Mike Williams. For me, guys, I'm going to give it a B, okay? And the reason why I'm giving it a B is that, yes, there's other receivers I would have much rather had. I would have much rather had, or maybe not much rather had, but I would have rather had Darius Slayton. I would have rather had Jacoby Myers. You can make an argument Adam Thielen was another guy this team should have pursued. But we don't know what the price tags were for those other receivers. It sounded like Omar Khan really kicked the tires on all the receivers available. Guys like Cortland Sutton, guys like DK Metcalf, guys like Cooper Kupp, other guys that were available. And it sounded like the Steelers were kicking the tires on Christian Kirk as well before he got injured. Really did seem like Omar Khan got the best possible deals on the table and then ended up making a decision that was best for the team. Hopefully, Mike Williams comes in here and he's as good of a fit as I think that he is. And if that's the case, maybe you paid a little bit too much for him, but hey, if it gets you closer to a Lombardi trophy, I think it might be worth it at the end of the day. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Really do appreciate all of your guys' support. If the Steelers make another move today, we'll put out another video. Make sure you click that subscribe button because every time there's a big news story surrounding the Pittsburgh Steelers, we get you guys a video. So to never miss any of that action, make sure you click that subscribe button right now.